If you do a Google search for the tallest waterfall in Tennessee, you might see claims to Fall Creek Falls, but the actual tallest in Tennessee is a little-known gem lying hidden in the remote reaches of the Cherokee National Forest near my home. It's called Buckeye Falls, and it can be approached from either Washington County or where it lies, Unicoi County. This is the hardest and most frustrating hike I've tried, and this film documents my third attempt to reach the base. My prior two tries came up empty, a hike in the winter with the falls frozen solid, and a hike in the summer with the falls bone dry. For this try, my dogs and I are joined by my friend Patrick and his dog Harry. Stay tuned and see if we can succeed on this miserable hike. Now, we're going to the base of the falls where you cannot see the whole thing. The picture you see was taken by a character named Rat, who had to find his way to Chigger Ridge for the long-range shot. Someday I'll try that, although I understand it's miserable and hard to find in its own way. To reach the trailhead, find Clarks Creek Road off Highway 107 on the south end of Washington County and drive to the very end of Clarks Creek Road. There'll be a dozen or so creek crossings along Clarks Creek until I come back to explain where you turn to reach the falls. Here's your first really challenging spot. This rock face over here on the left, you've got to basically rock scramble up that as you see Betsy just did. And looking back down, it's a place where a lot of people probably just turn around. It's 2.5, maybe 3 miles up Clarks Creek when you finally turn left, and there's no real well-defined trail up at this point, but you'll see these two rock formations with these avulsions that you're seeing in this picture here. After that, you will take the first branch on the left, and that's what you're looking at here, and there is absolutely no trail the whole way up through there. You have got to bushwhack and just find your own trail. You'll see Betsy fall right there. You're guaranteed to fall, get wet, be miserable the whole way. as I said, there's really no trail here, and you've got to just find your way. And you'll see the dogs are finding their own way. You just got to make do. Yeah, you can't walk up that.
These dogs took a poo.
You come up on a waterfall, and I didn't do a good job of picturing it because it's really pretty. But the point of showing this right here to you is that the only way to get up there, you've got a choice. One, you can walk up the waterfall and risk falling on the wet rock, or two, you can scramble up the very steep right side. And that's always how I've tried to do it. And you're sort of grabbing roots as you climb. There's no walking to it at all. You see Betsy sort of standing over in that direction. And here we're looking back down after having climbed up through there. And Patrick's got his turn. I hope this isn't too boring for you, but I tried to simulate just how miserable the hike is. I've said that how many times now. Eventually, you get up that creek bed and the valley will sort of Y-shape itself. And it can trick you here because the creek seems to be coming from the left side of the Y, and you're tempted to go that way. You think, well, that's where the waterfall is. It couldn't be going up this dry valley. But actually it is. It's over here on the right, and you just got to take it as a leap of faith that there's going to be a waterfall up there. There's not a lot of water coming off of Buckeye Falls, and that's one reason it probably doesn't get a lot of notoriety, because most of the year it's probably dry. But it comes over some very rugged territory, and if you listen real hard as you walk up through there, you'll hear some water under the ground. And you just pray that maybe when you get up there, there's actually water coming over the rocks, not just under the rocks. after much effort, we finally get to the end of the valley, and there's the waterfall, the base of it, and it's frozen. Again, it appears to be another failed journey to the bottom of Buckeye Falls because it appears frozen. Harry was such a cool addition to our group, mainly because he just loved the snow. Here he is just laying there. It's a tough slog up here. It takes a while. It's just really steep. But once we get up there, I do hear some water, and we'll show you. It's sort of cool. The water going underneath the ice. And a little bit of water trickling over the top. So it's not a totally lost trip. And looking back down, I don't know where Chigger Ridge is. I guess it's over that way. Here's a picture from the internet. Photo credit to Melissa Braswell. She came on a better day, and someday I want to do that too. But here you can enjoy the falls. As you stand here at the base, you got to remember there's so much more going on above you that you cannot see. My next trip, I'm tempted to bring a drone out. I've got a drone now, and see how far I can fly it up through there.
There we go.
Thanks for tuning in. Remember, every dog deserves to be happy. Your best friend is awaiting you right now at your local animal shelter.
Oh, you missed.
No, Harry. Oh, buddy. Nice.
I get some ball on. Hey, Harry. Hey. Here, I'll just get it to you.
He's a